Hi, Dwayne Duggan, RE.MAX of Boulder podcast. Today we have Lisa Wade with us. Lisa is a past president of BARA, the Boulder Area Realtor Association, so we're quite honored to have her here today. Thanks, Lisa, for being here.
Thanks for having me.
The reason we asked Lisa to come here today is we wanted to talk about Project H.O.M.E. The year that Lisa was president, she made a commitment to the community to give back with gratitude, I think was your motto.
That's right.
Something along those lines. And she reinstituted a project that we had in the past called Project H.O.M.E. So Lisa, tell us about what Project H.O.M.E was and what it has become with you.
Well, Project H.O.M.E, H.O.M.E is an acronym here. It stands for Help Our Many Elderly. And so what we did years ago in the 80s and 90s, we gathered a bunch of realtors together.
You don't look old enough to have been in the business in the 80s.
You either. And we would go to senior citizens' houses and help them do spring cleanup in their yards. And we would clean gutters, and we would pick weeds and do mulch and plant plants, whatever they wanted. And that worked really well for a long time, but we were asking realtors to give a full day of their time, and we were finding all the clientele and trying to vet those senior citizens about who needed the most help. And we started to lose a little interest because we found it was hard to do that, and that maybe some of the folks we were going to didn't really need our help as much as others did. And we one time had one of our realtors fall off a ladder off a roof.
That's not good.
That wasn't good. So I think our board attorney at that time said, you better stop doing that. Well, I loved that project, and I wanted to bring it back, and I thought we could do it in a better way. So we connected up with Boulder County Care Connect, which is a nonprofit organization here in town, who helps seniors throughout the year with, they call it ice busters in the winter, where they do snow shoveling and that sort of thing, and they call it yard busters in the spring and summer, where they help folks take care of yards, which is exactly what we wanted to do. And the beauty of that is that they vet all of the seniors clientele that they have. And they don't charge for their services. Everything that they do is based on volunteers. And they told us that a lot of their clientele really like to use those services because they feel that they can trust the people that are being sent out to them. So they're not charged if they can't afford it. And if they can't afford it, they're asked to make a donation. And that's how it all works. So we hooked up with them when I decided that I would like to bring this back. And they found us, each year they found us 20 senior citizens, and most of them were cute little ladies who need work in their yard. And all we need to do is organize the bodies and the realtors and the affiliates that came together to help. And we worked it out so that everybody was just getting a half day of their time. So we did 10 yards in the morning, 10 yards in the afternoon.
So you took care of 20 seniors' homes.
We did.
And you did that with 20 teams of realtors?
Mm-hmm. We had over 100 volunteers.
Wow, that's amazing. 100
You had
realtors
a
showed
team.
up. Yep, I had a team, our Boulder Property Network. Helped a little lady, I think her name was Marion. She was so sweet, and we pulled out a bunch of overgrown plants and stuff in her garden and did some light tree trimming and that type of thing. And she was so appreciative, and for our team afterwards, it's very heartwarming, and I have to thank you for
You're very welcome.
being able to have that feeling. So.
Well, so the beauty of it was, Dwayne, that when I was president and I decided to do this year of giving back, we did it, and I actually thought it was just going to be a one-year thing. But after the event last year, I had so many realtors coming up to me saying, hey, we should do this every year. It was really fun. It was great team building for within our own offices, and it just feels good to give back. And it really was easy. So I said, all right, annual event again.
So springtime is the time to do it?
Springtime's the time to do it.
One thing I noticed about our event this year was that it was timed like 2 weeks before the City of Boulder cleanup. So like all that garbage we pulled out of the lawn, we could just put on the street, and then the City of Boulder was going to come get it.
And they did.
I don't know if that was part of the plan or not, but it sure worked sweet.
It just worked out.
Yeah, it did. It was perfect. So are you planning to do this again next year?
We'll do it every year.
All right. Well, hopefully we can share this video with a bunch of realtors at BARA and get them all fired up for next year. Now, you don't already have a date already for next year.
I do not. I'll have to work on that, but it'll be late May.
Late May, perfect. Lisa, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Thanks for all you do for this community.
My pleasure to do it.
Dwayne Duggan, RE.MAX of Boulder podcast, signing off.